Hey guys, what's going on? Lewis here, and today I thought I would share my opinions and experience using Teachable. I think I'm in a particularly good spot to talk about this because I've used multiple online learning platforms over the years. To be honest, they're pretty different. They're not all good. I started out, with WordPress having, plugins and a lot of bugs and so on. And obviously, Teachable is one of the platforms that I used. For the purpose of this video, I built a woodworking course. It's just a dummy course just to show you what you can achieve in just not a lot of time. And I hope this is going to help you determine whether Teachable is worth it for you or not. So this is the landing page of the course here. I'm going to show you some of the lessons. So first of all, you've seen the sales page, and this is a checkout page. So it's pretty nice right out the box. We're going to see how to customize it, but I didn't do much here, and there's a very nice checkout. In terms of the course itself, this is the page that students see once they're enrolled in the course. So there's the list of lessons, there's the profile picture if they have one, and they have all of these lessons here. I'm just going to click on the first lesson, and this is essentially what the e-learning platform looks like. You can have text. Here it's text lesson, and here I have a video lesson where, there is a video, there's some text as well. We're going to see all of this later. Now, obviously, this course is just a dummy course, so the video has absolutely nothing to do with the course, but that's essentially it. So if you're an entrepreneur or a small business, you're trying to make an online course, then this video is going to be for you to try to determine whether Teachable is a good option. All right, now I'm going to get into how to create a course like I have created here in no time. And just before we start, I just want to mention that I'm going to put a link in the description for Teachable with, the best price that you can find right now for Teachable. I'm going to make sure to update it over time, but if there are any discounts or offers, I'm going to put them in the link in the description. But the first thing I want to show you is how to create sections and chapters in Teachable. So if you look at a course in Teachable, basically the structure is like this. You have the course, you have sections here. The section here is introduction, getting started with woodworking. And within the section, you have individual lessons. All right, and the first thing I want to do is add a section. So I'm going to click here on Edit Curriculum. Now I'm going to click on New Section at the bottom of the page, and I'm going to call this Appendix. I want to have an appendix. Save, and I just click on New Lesson here. Appendix A. There we go. All right, now I'm going to click on it to add some content. And I think one of the pros of, creating lessons with Teachable is that there's no content type, like there's no lesson type. In a lot of tools that I've used in the past, you create a lesson and they ask you, okay, is this a video lesson? Is this a text lesson? Is this an audio lesson? With Teachable, it's not the same. You can add content and it can have multiple types. You can add a video, for example. And here, when you add a video, you can upload your own video or you can embed it, meaning you add a link from YouTube. Obviously, I would recommend using the upload feature because this means that, if you're uploading your videos to YouTube and embedding them into Teachable, people are going to have ads and they may have access to your videos outside of Teachable. All right, and I'm just uploading a very, very short video inside of the lesson. All right, and the video has been uploaded. It's now processing, but in the meantime, I can actually add content. So usually what I like to do is, there's a video lesson. I'm going to add text as well to describe what's going on. I'm just going to put whatever here, save. There we go. If you also want to have a banner image for your lesson, that's possible. I'm going to click on this. All right, I have put a banner image here. This is just an AI image. Again, this is just a dummy course. I'm going to upload this. All right, and we have the banner here. Obviously, I want it to appear at the top, so I'm just going to drag this up. There we go. And I think that's pretty much it. We're going to preview before publishing. And there we go. We have the banner. We have the video here. I can just play it. And we have the text. And once people are done, they can just click on complete and continue. Here, this is the last lesson, so it's just going to come back to the main page. All right, I think this lesson is good, so I'm just going to click on publish. And there we go. It's been published. I'm going to go back to the course. Also, I forgot to show you some of the video settings. So when you have video content, you actually have some settings here where you can add a thumbnail, you can add subtitles, they can be auto-generated, or you can upload them. And also you can allow people to download your video or not. And by the way, if you want people to be able to, watch your videos, I mean, access your course offline, this is going to be possible through the Teachable mobile app. I'm going to talk about this later. All right, and the other thing I wanted to show you is the drip feature. So a lot of time what happens is, you do the marketing for a course, you have an idea, you sell the course, but the course isn't 100% complete because there are a lot of videos. You already have the outline or you already have the script for everything, but you need to shoot the videos and edit them. So what you do in general, and this is not the only use case for this feature, but you have one section or one lesson, I don't know. And then every week, one lesson gets or one section gets, revealed, is published for students. And this is a drip feature. So if let's assume that, people buy the course, they have the first section when they purchase it. And then the second section is going to appear after 1 week. You just click on drip here and you can specify when the section should be visible to the students. And so here I can say, days after enrollment, I want this section to appear 7 days after the student enrolls. All right, and I need to activate drip, and you can also notify your students with an email here. So overall, making sections, making lessons in Teachable, it's just super intuitive, it's super easy, super fast. Anyone can do it. I think overall it's a lot better than, most of the online learning platforms I have used in the past. All right, now in terms of mobile application, Teachable has a mobile application that people can download. So as a course creator, what you want to do is tell people in your communications, in your videos, in your emails, that if they want to watch your course on their mobile device, they have to download the Teachable app. So it's available on iOS and Android. I went ahead and downloaded it, and this is what it is here. This is from a course I'm currently enrolled in from another creator. And here, it's pretty easy to use. It's really straightforward. There's nothing hard about this. Anyone can use this. And I think more importantly, you have all the lessons here. And you can click on individual lessons. I don't know if you can see here, but there's a download button for each lesson. And so, for example, this lesson here, I downloaded it for offline viewing. There's text, but there's also a video and and so on. So the offline feature, my guess, is going to be important for a lot of people. The app is really easy to use, and it's available on Android and iOS. I kind of wish there were like a download a button for an entire section, because now instead I have to click on the download button for every individual lesson, but I guess it's not such a huge deal. All right, so we've talked about the online course, the lessons. Now I want to talk about sales pages, because when you're selling an online course, it's not just about the online course, it's also about selling. Teachable allows you to have sales pages for your online course. You can have multiple ones. Here I've only created one, but this is essentially a page that explains sort of the value of the course. It tries to sell it essentially. It's a landing page. So I'm going to show you, this is my landing page. This is the basic one, a hero section here, a description of the course, what you will learn. There's the whole syllabus here with the lessons. There is, the pricing option. I only have one here, the lifetime option, an introduction with the instructor, some features here, and an email, leads form. So this is pretty basic. And I agree with a lot of people who say that, with Teachable, the sales pages, if you want something really fancy, really specific, you have some very, very specific ideas that you want to implement into your sales page, it's probably going to be hard. Overall, these sales pages are pretty basic. My theory behind this is that Teachable, they don't want you to do, to give you too much control, because otherwise you're going to mess up the design. It's just not going to look good. By forcing you to do things that are simple and giving you very simple building blocks, it's very unlikely that you're going to mess up the landing page. I mean, look at this. I barely modified anything. I just put some text and some images, and it looks fine. I mean, we're going to go to the preview here, but this looks really, I mean, this looks okay. It doesn't look like a super well-designed website or anything, but it looks clean and professional. If you want to add stuff, you can just click on add new block, and I'm gonna click on, I don't know, like featured products. There we go. And right away you have a section pre-made here. And then I have to set it up here, change the text, products. I'm just going to display my coaching products. I'm going to talk about this in a little bit. There we go, private lesson, and that's basically it. Update. There we go. We have a featured product, which is, the private lesson that I'm going to talk about in a moment. So yeah, editing the thing is really, really easy. If I want to change where this appears, like I want it at the top, I can just drag and drop it right there. And now it's right here. There we go. So I'm just going to delete this for now. But as you can see, modifying these sections and so on, it's just really easy. It's really straightforward. There's not a lot of flexibility. If you want to be very creative with this, you're going to run into issues. But if you just want something, simple to make a good sales page that looks good and that sells, that's totally fine. Now, I want to talk about coaching products because I realize that some of you're not selling necessarily online courses, or not just online courses. You're also selling coaching, whether it be, online coaching, or it could also be in person. So Teachable has a feature just for this. So you're going to have to go here, coaching, and here I've already created a coaching product. It's called a private lesson. And there we go. It's called private lesson. There's a thumbnail. And if we look in the product catalog, this is what it is, right? This is the course, Woodworking Made Easy. And this is the private lesson. If I click on it, learn more, this is what we have here: the thumbnail, a description, the price, and people can just buy this. And also importantly, once people check out, they buy the coaching product for $100 in this case, they're going to have this calendar displayed to them. It's embedded into Teachable. And then they can just choose a date. This is up to you to really choose the time slots that you have available. So this is an integration that Teachable has with Calendly. So you're going to have to create a Calendly account. Pretty easy. This is pretty straightforward. And then, like copy your Calendly link into Teachable. So this is essentially coaching products. Now, I want to show you a really fantastic feature that I think can make you more money. This is actually, if you have an online course, this is just an example. You can do it in different ways, but you have an online course, you go to upsell funnel here. And what you can do is that, when people buy your online course, they have this mindset of, they trust you already. They're willing to purchase things from you. So what you can do is you can create order bumps. What this means is I'm just going to show you the sales page. This is actually the checkout page. So let's assume I'm a student. I've put this course in my cart, and what they're going to do, they're going to pay. So here I have PayPal, and here, they're going to pay. They're going to fill in their card number and so on. But also there's going to be a bonus offer here, which is the 1 hour coaching thing. And so they have the option to add it to the cart really easily by clicking here. There's also a special price that I put in. You don't have to do this, but instead of $100 for the 30-minute session, then they're paying $70 because they bought it with the course. And so they were able to add it really quickly to the cart. This can actually increase the average order, the amount that you get from every order with your course. So there you go. In terms of the checkout page, there are multiple options: PayPal, Google Pay, but also, just a normal card number. Now, I didn't set it up here, but you can actually have a, buy now, pay later, pay, in like multiple times with, I think it's called Klarna. I've never used it, but it is a feature that you can actually turn on in Teachable. Some people, especially if you have expensive coaching products or expensive courses, some people are going to want to pay. They're going to want to pay, maybe in 3 times, or I don't know. All right, now I want to talk about the different pricing plans for Teachable. And I'm just going to tell you right away, I recommend that you go for this one. Now, there are lots of features. You have different features that you have depending on the plan. But the main thing to remember is this: when you create an online course, if you choose, the cheapest plan, which is a starter plan here, $29 a month. That sounds pretty good. But the main problem is this, the transaction fees, 7.5%, meaning that if you have a course that costs, I don't know, $100, for every transaction, you're giving up 7.5%. So $7.5 to Teachable just because you're on the starter plan. Now, most people are going to have courses that are even more expensive than that. $200, it's $15 per course sale, which is crazy. So, if you sell, let's say, I don't know, three courses a month, I mean, I hope that you're going to sell more than that, but you just have to sell three courses a month, and already it would have been worth it for you to be on the builder plan. So if you sell more than three courses at $200 a piece, already you have to be on the builder plan. So anyway, my point is, if you have any ambition of selling, more than three courses a month or making this your main thing, just go with the builder plan because of the 0% transaction fees. And really, with the more advanced plans, it's all about, you have more products available. There are some additional features, but we can talk about this once you're actually successful with your online course. Once again, I'm going to put a link in the description with the best price possible for Teachable with any kind of discounts or offers that I can find. I'm going to make sure to, update this link as I find new things, over time. So check out the link in the description. All right, and I want to touch really quickly on one feature that Teachable added fairly recently. It's communities. So, now it's kind of trendy. A few years ago, no one really did this, but when you have a course, it's useful to have a community where students can interact with each other. And so Teachable has a feature just for this. You can create a community for your school, and this is what the community looks like. It looks pretty good. It's pretty easy to use. It can also be a free community if you want your followers to have a community. It used to be back, a few years ago that, in terms of community, we would just do like a Facebook group. And so you would tell people to join the Facebook group. But, Facebook is just kind of dying, and also people get distracted on Facebook. Having your own community on Teachable allows you to have people really focused and you're in control of everything. All right, so I want to talk also about emails. So Teachable has an email feature where you can send emails to, all users, specific users. This is the interface for their email, marketing tool. There's no question that Teachable, in terms of email marketing, this is not an email marketing platform. And so they don't have all of the features. They're not going to have autoresponders, where you can have email sequences and so on. These are the only sort of email features that you're going to have in Teachable. And this is good, but you're probably going to want to still have an email marketing, like a full-fledged email marketing platform connected to Teachable. So if you want to integrate your email marketing platform, if you have one, or you can choose one and then integrate it into Teachable, there is a very easy way to do this. It's the App Hub. So the App Hub allows you to install add-ons into Teachable to connect your email marketing software and send emails and use it in conjunction with Teachable. So for example, I'm personally using MailerLite, and there is an add-on here. I mean, to be honest, there are add-ons for pretty much any, well-known email marketing platform, like MailChimp. Let's see what else. ConvertKit, Aweber, and so on. So for example, if I'm using MailerLite, I'm just going to click here and I can install the add-on here. Now, there is a full tutorial on how to use MailerLite with the MailerLite, app within Teachable. So this is the tutorial here, and it's pretty easy to follow. So that's pretty much it. Once again, check out the link in the description if you want to get the best price for Teachable, any offers, any discounts. I'm going to put this and update the link. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.